we'll just go over, what we want to do to keep things moving as quickly as possible, and then we'll go from there. So it looks like this is going to be it. Nobody else has responded. I know the Hawks are they're pretty tied up with real life, and schedules don't coincide here with this time of day a lot of times. So we got the Angels and Phoenix and Anemone here. And then, like I said, I'll post it up so we know. So basically, what we're going to do is Deanna is going to be the air traffic controller, and she'll tell you teams when to taxi and take off, and whatever, taxi out for takeoff and whatever. So the truck test.
With her telling us when to taxi, when do you want us in our planes ready to taxi?
I think we can do this because there's been people on the sims there, when we've been practicing, and it really hasn't caused any problem. So we could have what we're thinking of doing is having the next team up be in their planes ready to go. Okay. So you get in your planes and set, when the other team's in theirs and they take off. And then as soon as the next team gets ready to taxi, then the next team up can come out and get in their planes and wait. So that way, once they land, and then she can give them the go ahead. So what she needs is the contact person so everybody needs to IM her with her name, so she has her name on the list, so she knows who to contact for the next team. Your name and your team name, so that she knows who to contact.
Will there be a compulsory taxi direction to avoid heading into each other?
Well,
Diana just said 10 minutes before the other team ends their show, but there's a 15-minute lapse between shows.
There's a 15-minute lapse between shows, so maybe we don't need to have. Yeah, we did have. Maybe we don't need to do it then, because we got 15 minutes between shows, don't we? We don't need the other team to be sitting in their planes, and we don't need to do that.
Need any taxi equipment?
Yeah, there's 15 minutes. I'm sure some are going to go over. Even if a team has problems and goes over 5 minutes, you're still going to have plenty of time. But so I guess what to do, once you get your planes parked, get out of there, and then the next team comes in and gets in their planes, and then Dan, I'll tell you when to taxi and take off.
Okay.
I forgot about the 15-minute gap. I was thinking. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And no chance of collisions with 15 minutes. No.
So, I mean, if your team has, I know Anemone has, like, Carter being traffic controller out on the tarmac, and I know the Brazilians have that too, and that's okay. You can still have that, but.
Well, in an air show, the ATC is called Air Boss.
Yeah.
Look, what I've suggested to Diana is she contacts me and I tell Carter when he is allowed to let us start taxiing.
Yeah. You work that out. You work that out with Diana, because I'm not getting in the middle of it. I'm because I've got enough to do the way it is.
And I communicate, and the rest of the team waits for me to do anything. That's how it's going to work.
Yeah. One person, she communicates with one person on each team, and then however your team handles that, that's up to you.
Yes.
All she's doing is directing traffic. And said with the 15-minute window there between, we shouldn't have any problem. Although, there'll be a little gap because, some teams are going to land right on the half hour, and And the taxi takes a little bit of time, but that's, we still have enough time, 15 minutes in between.
Some will taxi further than others.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's up to Deanna. If she sees, okay, that team is a little bit later on the schedule, then she can call in the next group.
Yeah.
Start to get into the planes and get ready for taxi.
Make sure you have your IM windows open so you see her message come in. Now for the event.
Question: would it be an idea to make a little staff group for the show inside?
Yeah,
don't have 25
I guess.
IM, so
yeah, I don't know. I mean, she could just use the group, our group here, but then everybody would know the Fly for Life group instead of having to have another group. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to leave that up to her, how she wants to communicate with you. Yep. Again. And Eric and Trans, now on the vintage flight, Trans said he was going to give me the planes, who will be flying and whatever. And so I don't know how long you want them. You got a half hour, so I don't know how long you want the planes to fly for the crash. I guess you guys are going to practice this afternoon. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Before the practice.
Okay. So it's pretty. Go ahead.
We most likely finish a little early. Our show is only about 25 minutes. So
yeah,
might be a little extra time.
Yeah, could be barring any difficulties or anything. 25 minutes. Yeah, Trans, that's a good idea. But the thing is, Anemone is going to be flying before that, so just make sure if you line them up on the taxiways, you put them on the other side from where Anemone's parked. So, but that shouldn't be a problem for them. You could have them lined up over there ahead of time.
Yes, and we drive on the rear side of the parkings anyway.
Yeah. And so we'll have a good idea what to do with the vintage show, and I've got some music. I just need the names of the planes and the pilots when you get them, Trans, so I can announce them over the radio, and then we'll go with that. Yeah.
And even if it gets a little bit crampy, all those planes have eyes and fingers to react, so I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're good.
About the vintage plane flyover. What we're going to do, because it starts at 9:45.
Yeah.
And the planes take off or should be in the air. But we need about 20-25 minutes probably. That's why we're going to test.
Okay.
We will run today. So my plane that Shadow will fly will crash and will explode on the runway. Do we keep the other planes flying up because the runway will be blocked, of course?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I guess you have to keep them up unless they can land on the other side of the where the fire's at. How big is that fire? Is that?
Well, want to try, but depends a little bit on Shadow, the pilot. I want it near the bleachers,
okay.
Of the runway.
Yeah.
And she has to land it and then come to full stop before I let it explode. Because if we let it explode mid-air, then the fires will be in mid-air. Can't get those out. So there will be a little bit of about 3/4 of the runway will be available for landing, but it will be a short landing.
Okay, yeah. I mean, they can circle, until you get it clear enough where they can start landing or whatever. So, yeah. I mean, that'd be part of it. Say, oh, we got to get the runway cleared so the planes can land. Some of them don't have very big fuel tanks.
I can provide Diana a marshalling vehicle to block the end of the runway.
Yeah. Again, talk to her about that.
Yes, I will.
Let's see what else. Anything else? Any other question? I mean, actually, when you think about it, it's pretty simple. And again, the half-hour shows is a little bit of a challenge, but I think everybody's got that worked out. And just get to your taxi spot, your parking place, and get out of your planes, and the next team can jump in and go.
Question.
Jump.
Yes.
We do the sky jump. We do the sky jumping, and then where should Amy fly the jump plane to the ground or back to the other runway up in the air?
That's up to you. How you want to do it? I'd say probably come down to the ground. It'd be quicker, right? Where are you guys jumping at?
Just in front of the audience.
But I mean, what altitude are you jumping from?
About 400.
I'd do it the way you practiced it, Flora.
Yeah.
Just do it the way you practice it. Don't get anything else. Just do it the way you practice it.
Okay, then she lands down on the ground.
Yeah, because the runway, that upper runway is at 1530 or no, not 1530, whatever it was, we set it at 530 or whatever. 530 meters, I think it was. So, probably quicker for it to come to the ground, but, again, however you practice it.
Okay. Yes, and we'll land on the ground.
And I believe that is correct, Carter. I believe we're all taking off and landing on 27.
Yeah. So, okay, Trans's question, our aircraft, our displays, I'm thinking timing for going scripted should be similar to 15 minutes prior to your departure time. Yeah, that's fine, I think. As long as the other plane, I mean, if the other planes land, and then you either put out your scripted planes or turn your scripts on and then get in them. We just don't want to be doing anything when people are flying, but we don't have to either. Yeah, I don't.
About my fire trucks.
Yes.
Question. I was thinking of putting them in the the southeast corner. So we have a little drive to the crash site. Shall I rush them just before we start, or shall we put them out in that corner? That won't be very visible from the audience.
That's okay. I mean, you could even move them up by the audience if you wanted to. I was thinking, because you're supposed to be there for fire support in case something happens. So it's okay if they see it, wherever you think you want to put them. But
so I have them now placed in the southeast corner, so the far part from the bleachers. But more that we have a little drive, because the plane will crash at the end of the runway.
Yeah, that's good.
20 meters to drive, of course.
Okay.
Otherwise, if we put them up front.
Right. Yeah. That way the people get to hear the sirens and the lights and
And
see the lights.
trucks coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Carter, I don't think you need. I mean, that's up. Do you want to once the team's flowing, you want them to delete their planes, or do we want to leave? I mean, it looks kind of cool with all the planes sitting out there, but if it's going to cause lag,
Well, after we've flown and we get back to our parking area, we can automatically just descript them again.
yeah,
So they're nothing.
yeah, that works.
Just shut down the
Because
scripts.
I mean, people may be wanting to take pictures and everything, because that looks really cool with
I would leave them out.
with the planes out there right now. That's one reason we wanted to do it, because there's some people coming here that's never been around aviation that much, and so it's a good
Those
outreach.
planes out there you're visiting
I
cars,
don't.
so.
Trans, have you guys had any problems flying with all the planes out there? Only one?
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't had much problems. I mean, been a couple lag spikes, but nothing really major like in other
Yeah.
sims.
It's not like constant. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where we encountered it too, was near the audience. I think it's stuff from the other sim though that's doing that.
Yeah. And that may be intensified with more people here, but I'm going to put out some announcements, ask people to descript their avatars and everything. Yeah.
Down there, AOs, mainly AOs are the worst.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I mean, there's people, you put out one of those script monitors, there's people that have 127 scripts on them or something, it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think there's any way in SL to be completely without lag.
No. It's the nature of the beast.
It's gonna happen.
Well, if one person complains about something and it's not everybody else, it's not where the whole team feels a lag spike, then that's more a client side issue, I would think, with their setup or their internet connection, and not necessarily a region problem or something like that.
What might be smart, speaking about lag, if we have my fire trucks out, some I can't descript or turn the scripts off. It might be wise if some people fly over. We have some training doing at 11 today. If people fly over and see if they cause issues.
We might do that,
my
yeah.
trucks cause issues, then I will re-rest them, remove them and re-rest them before we start.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. People teleporting in can cause a large lag spike. Yeah, and anything that you have in the hangars, if we can turn scripts off in them, that's a good thing too. I think I got most of these off up here in here. That I'm not as worried, although that could have effect on the other sim. I'm stricter, but if you look at the region statistics. And then the script time is really a big thing. And right now it's 4.43, between 3 and 4 milliseconds. Over on the other sim, with nobody there, when I'm just going over there checking it, it's less than a millisecond. It usually runs about a half a millisecond. Of course, that goes up when you turn on the planes, turn on the scripts in the planes, but that really makes a big difference. Because if you look at that statistic on mainland sims, sometimes some of them are 15 or 20 milliseconds or higher, where we're flowing. And so you got the script time, and then you got spare time, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but you want that script time low and the spare time high, if you can.
We've been fine so far.
The fire trucks won't be on the show sim until the plane crashes, right, Eric?
Yeah, before, but I will rest them out when the preview the show before us stops, and I will rest them out because we have to be there when the flyover will be starting.
Yeah. Right. Okay, but they won't be over. They'll be on the expo sim, and they won't go over into the show sim until it crashes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will rest them before we start.
Yeah. Okay.
They will be on the show sim.
They will? Oh, I thought you was going to drive to the show sim from the expo sim.
I can do that also, but
That
I'm
way
not
you.
sure. Oh, even either.
What?
I
I was thinking about that driving from the expo spring, so the trucks
It.
come behind from the crowd.
Yeah, if you can. I mean, I guess I had it backwards. I thought you were resing them back by your hangar or something and coming out that way and going over to the show sim.
I have them now rest at the southeast corner of the show sim.
I
And the
see.
thing is, how many will depend a little bit, of course, on how many people will be on the shows for the expo sim.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not too.
Call some like.
Yeah, if it's not too full over there, you could do it. But if it's going to cause you too much lag, then go with your plan.
Okay, so we'll try.
Yeah.
I've requested the fire and rescue to place one small rescue engine near to the runway when we take off and land.
But
we do in the normal
why,
shows.
why, Flo? You're not flying a plane. Oh, sorry.
No, it's one. Be pleased. Be pleased. Because you wouldn't need a plane crash if I do. You don't have a plane crash if I do. We usually have our own truck available on the takeoffs and landings. So I thought I'd request the fire and rescue service here to do the same for us.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah.
That truck doesn't have to need to have scripts running. It just needs to be there.
Yeah, it looks cool that way. Okay, anything else? Good meeting. I'm not much of a meeting guy, so I'm all for getting done as quick.
Can't think of anything.
I can't either. Well, just IM us if you got a question that we haven't answered or something that you just thought of or whatever. That's to Eric.
No
Eric,
here.
Trans has a question there. She's asking in chat.
We're gonna do today at 11, Trent. She's here. And we start at 11. I have the plane out so she can test it try it out a little, especially on the landing, and test the length of the stop in the right spot. She only has one sim, of course, to get it down and landing. So.
Sounds good. Go ahead, Trans. Yes. Yeah, she'll be on. she'll be doing your show. Yes. Yes. Yeah, we can tell them. We'll make sure. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to relay her stream through so if anybody else is out across anywhere else on other sims or whatever, they'll still hear the show. Yeah. Yeah, she can post that in local chat, her web stream, and whatever.
Yeah, and I will
Okay.
have someone
Yeah.
in between the audience with one of our radios on. That's at the public, so then the audience can also follow our
Yeah, that's good too. Okay. I thought about just putting her, because I can put her stream in my broadcast software and just relay it through mine, but that creates too much of a delay for airshow because it just doubles the delay time if I do that. So she's already done it. She just needs to put her stream in the land like she's been doing, and I can put it in on the other sim. If she's on whichever sim she's on, I can put it in the other sim for her. I'll work with her on that to make sure she gets it all going. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I can that's why I'm saying I can rebroadcast her stream, which I'm going to do, but like I said, for the people at the show and for the pilots and everything, it creates too much of a delay. It just doubles the delay time because on the normal stream there's like 20 seconds delay, 15 or 20-second delay between when we say something and you actually hear it in world here. And so when it streams back through mine and then goes back out, and that just doubles the delay time. So, but I will rebroadcast it. About the music police stuff, yeah. Yeah, probably. I mean, you can see those videos I posted for you that every one of them took multiple hits on, and the message I get back from them says it's been blocked in some countries. So that's YouTube. So that's why on the videos I make, with our stuff, I put in different music that I pay licensing for, so they don't get blocked. And if I ever want to monetize, if I ever get enough followers to monetize it, I can do it. But I don't think that'll ever happen anyway. No, you don't need to do anything extra. Well, you're just streaming in world here. So, unless the music police come in here, which, I guess technically they could, but I've never seen them do it. Yeah, I mean, they could because technically anybody streaming, and if you have a web stream and you don't have licensed, you're not paying copyright license stuff to BMI and ASCAP and all of that, the other one, the European one, I can't remember, then you can get, they can fine you and kick you off the air and everything else, take your stream away. But I don't hear them doing that in Second Life, so I don't know. Yeah, YouTube's the only thing that causes you problems for copyright stuff that I know of. Hello, Shadow.
That's what I found with my research in YouTube, yes.
Yeah, it's just the videos I did for you guys at the music issues was because YouTube's copyright restrictions, and it says the video was blocked in some countries, but I don't know. It was probably it used to be Germany and Australia, but I don't know is where they blocked them normally. It's because of international copyright deals that they have with YouTube. But I think I haven't heard anybody telling me that they couldn't see those videos that I did of your celebration, your 77th birthday celebration thing. But there won't be anything with you guys streaming in here. Yeah, that's good. It was good videos. So you guys did good flying there, so it made it really interesting on the videos. My part was the easy part. Just recording what you did. Yeah, that's if I'd thought ahead some, I can come in and de-render a lot of that, but I didn't really get there ahead of time, and such is Second Life.
Yeah.
I wish they would have made restrictions on that on mainland, that you couldn't have, if you was putting something in the sky, it had to be up over 1,000 meters or something, like they did on Belisari. What is it on Belisari? I forget. You got to be up so high. You can put stuff up, but it's got to be so high. Well, I got to get on to some other stuff, so unless we got any more questions or anything, I know Eric's got to get ready for his practice here.
Yeah, I'm satisfied. The meeting went well.
Yeah, good. So everybody, just make sure everybody gets their name to Deanna and Flo. And you good, Flo?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I don't think of any unclear things.
Okay.
I think we're fine.
Yeah, you're welcome, Kissy, and thanks for sponsoring us here. That's great. I really appreciate it. And Jack left. I was going to thank him for making this cool pub here. So, good meeting place, isn't it?
only they're there.
Okay, well, encourage everybody to come in, and we got a big bunch of shows going on today, and of course they can come up to the museum, and still got time to post a speed timing on the board out there for the race track. And that's it. I'm back down to the ground. Thank you, guys.
All right, Luke. We'll see you later.